Hey, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to a 1v1 game. A very, very unique and awkward 1v1 game. This is actually deathmatch, and currently on Age of Empires 2 DE, if you queue up for deathmatch, you don't actually get deathmatch maps, you just get all the other maps. And one of the new maps in the queue is called Mountain Pass, which is a nomad start. So typically with deathmatch, you start in post-imperial age, you start with a ton of resources like you see at the top left, and you have a TC, so you start creating vills, start building buildings. But here you don't start with a TC. So the temptation is, do you build a TC for more villagers in the future, or do you just spam out military with those resources? Well, in the yellow, we have the Viper, and then we have True, who's the one of the best deathmatch players of all time. I think he's currently like second or third in the world and might have lost to Viper in the finals of the last deathmatch tournament. Anyways, great players. I should say one more thing before we get started. My fancy schmancy casting overlay is not working yet because of the new patch breaking it, so we're working on that. And trust me, all the information that you need is going to be pretty clear. Alright, so, Viper, starting off. Probably how you should. You want to start with any population space, so he's building a barracks here with one vill. Oh, he's building a TC in the south with this villager. I actually didn't watch the whole thing, just heard about it. And he's building a house with this villager. So now he has a little bit of pop space. Deathmatch is all about spamming, right? True has a vill building an archer range, which is a little bit unique in an Aztecs war. And then a barracks. And then here he's building a barracks, and here he's building a barracks, so expect a lot of infantry. True's actually going for full houses, full military buildings, so I guess Viper should, in theory, have a little bit less military. There's no reason to have sheep when you have 20,000 food. A lot of this stuff here, it's just not DM. That actually makes this game really, really fun. So while I could spend some time talking about how stupid that is, instead, we're going to put on our happy faces, and we're just going to enjoy what this game turns into, because trust me, you'll probably never see another game like it. So True's making champions, makes sense. 13 plus 8 attack. They're definitely going to be worse at raiding. Here you have the Viper attacking this villager who's currently building houses. Now, it's awkward for the villager because the house could just go down, but remember, the villagers, Viper's just lost one. Viper actually lost his TC villager, so Viper only has 2. That leaves him with this villager who's trying to build a TC with right now. And he's trying to get TCs up because Viper realizes the risk. But he's actually pop capped at 10 right now. So True has double the population. And True trying to build a TC. Viper says, nope, doink. It's going to take that villager down. That actually takes True down to 1 villager. And that villager... over here on the houses went down. The other villager is over here building houses. And guys, just look at the other pop capped constantly. This is one of the stupidest games you're ever going to see, but it's hilarious. The Viper is up with villagers, which is quite a big deal in normal normal DM, because villagers equals buildings, and then buildings equal production. Alright, so you see some champions over here, and Viper's TC gets denied again. They are both down to 1 single villager. True's over here building houses. And Viper's over here building a TC. This is something that True just spotted. I think both players are pretty well aware of the situation. Yeah, Viper's going to hide with that guy. I don't know what the play is here. I think he almost needs to build houses. Like, it might be better to just build as many houses as possible. Because True has 30 pop space. I guess the issue for True is, can he get to the right areas? Like, obviously they're both going to have resources. Like, if Viper finds True's villager and True doesn't find Viper's villager, that can make a pretty big difference. You see here, he's looking all over the place. He doesn't see it. Gonna keep this denied. Looking all over. 35 population. Viper's only at 9. But that's so deceiving, right? Because as True's taking out Viper's barracks here, as long as Viper's able to build more, you know, he can get that population right up. It's not like he doesn't have the resources. So I actually really like this fight for Viper. Because he has 2 barracks pumping. He just needs to snipe those arbs and send a few of his own champions out, and he's building houses here in the corner. And then Viper's is looking for this villager, guys. Viper's been looking all over. He knows he's behind. Now, Viper didn't really know. I guess he knew he sniped 2 villagers, so he might have had a suspicion that there was only 1 remaining for True, because that's his current situation. But it looks like he sees the TC was on its way up and didn't send anything back there. Okay, he's waiting, actually. He's waiting. Doesn't have a lot to focus on right now, does he? He saw the champion. He's going to send 2 of his own. He's going to try his best to stop that. While meanwhile building his own TC down here. Now True is also hunting for Viper. They're hunting for the villagers. And here's Viper's villager. Now at the same time, Viper's over here. And Viper will lose his vill. So Viper has 30 population space. That is it. That is his max now. No villagers. No TC. And then True just lost his villager. So he does have the TC to create vills. But he's going to need to somehow get military over here, right? So Viper, he scrambles over with whatever army he has. He's even sending the sheep. And he wants to take this TC out as quickly as possible. Now, if you're in True's position and you want to create vills, you actually need to cancel military that's queued elsewhere and delete population because he doesn't have pop space. Look, he's queued vills, but he doesn't have pop space. So his TC will go down and both players are without villagers. Stupid. So now you're talking taking out barracks and archer ranges or any military buildings, and it's the strategy to take out houses too. Viper really needs to hold on to these barracks, and he does. This is easily the silliest deathmatch game I've ever seen. Again, we're not going to talk about how stupid it is that this is actually in ranked play for deathmatch, especially when the biggest deathmatch tournament of all time is coming up in terms of prize pool. Yeah, hopefully that's changed. I just said we're not going to talk about it as I brought it up for the third time in this video, but it's fine. Alright? So it becomes a hunt for houses. And let's talk about house position. So there's 3 houses over here for True. His other houses over here, Viper's starting to attack them. True does have 5 more possible population space right now. Viper has all of his houses over here, and that's something that True does know. But, you know, getting your units there, it's complicated because you kind of have to camp your own barracks too. Make sure you don't lose your production. Viper just killed that one house. And these eagles have so much attack. He's about to kill another house, and Viper's about to take the potential population lead. The pop space lead. Alright, he actually does not have the pop lead, but how many barracks does he have? Just 2! Just 2, that's it! Just these 2. Alright, True notices this, however, I don't think one eagle will do it. He's actually really struggling to get pop over there. The sheep keep distracting me. There's so many freaking sheep here. Okay, now True he's down to 20 pop space. That's 26 military, but he'll be pop capped a lot, and he's going to try his best here. I think he's well aware that Viper has a lot in this corner. It's kind of like a campy game now for Viper. So he kills another house and now has double the population space. It was better recognition from Viper to hit the houses. Much better recognition. Now you look at the score as a player and you don't really know. You're just hoping that the opponent is in the same position as you without villagers. You know, resources are... I mean, I guess eventually they could become an issue. But I doubt it. And here comes True now. He's running towards Viper's corner. Now, notice how Viper is going to structure this. He has 2 barracks. If you combine the HP, they're at 1,000 HP, or sorry, that was horrible math, 1,300 HP. It's not a lot. And Viper, even with a little bit of micro over here, just distracting this defensive army from True. And True is now down to 10 pop space. So Viper, oh, he's such a god. He's destroying houses. What a beast. Well, now he's got to defend his houses. Does True have... Okay, True has a barracks and an archer range. Oh, no, he has a bunch of barracks, actually. So if he's able to take these out, it could be really good. You know, Viper, he has to defend this whole corner. I do think he really benefits from having it all in the same spot, though. Whereas True kind of has everything scattered around. Viper will defend, and he still maintains a 15 potential population lead. This is huge. This is a massive lead. Like, True can only get 10 pop over here to kill a house. Viper could, in theory, defend with 10 pop and then attack with 15 pop. So I had like 1 or 2 drinks in me, and I saw this game, and I was tempted to cast it live, like not stream it, but record it live, but I didn't end up doing it. Kind of wish I would have, because I was laughing a lot more, but isn't this one of the more ridiculous things you've ever seen? That deer is just as confused as I am right now. Yeah, Viper is still in need of defending his barracks, which are quite weak, but he has the pop space. Here he has half of the potential pop for True defending the houses, which is pretty much all he's gonna need. Poor True. Like, True's a DM player. He doesn't need this, man. Imagine only playing DM and then having this map in the map queue. I think after the game, True said something. Oh, has he lost another house? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the last house! Not his last house, Viper, you animal! That's so mean! Where are they gonna sleep tonight? Now he can't produce any more pop. He has to win the game with what he has left. The 6 population he has left. Here comes True. Okay, he ends up calling the GG, no surprise. But he said, it was funny, he was a good sport about it. He said, not really a DM map. And Viper said, True. True. He said, true to True. Alright, well, that was truly one of the most bizarre games I've ever uploaded to my channel. I can at least appreciate the change of pace. I think it was just slightly faster recognition from Viper to take out houses. It really sucked for True. He got his TC up, and he didn't queue Vills right away, but I think even if he would have queued Vills, because he had so much queued up in his buildings, he would have been housed. I don't know if a new villager would have ever made it out of there. Viper was close to getting some TCs up, True was too, and it still didn't matter. It was just 3 villagers for both in this entire game. I know you all want to see the statistics, so here you go. Wow, the economies were so close! That's just how good these players are at deathmatch. Look at that. You've never seen that before. Next level stuff. 85 kills, 82 units lost. The KD, incredible. 30 military versus 40. Jeez, 100% of the map explored. 79 research count. 3 to 3, and then... and then just the stupidest timeline ever. So, I know a lot of you out there might not be big fans of deathmatch, but I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next video, which will be coming shortly. Have a good one, YouTube.